Is that short G2? Looks like it. Yeah. Yeah, that's him. Go on it. Yes. What a hunt. Day 3 here, Missouri's firearms season, and we've got the short G2 buck down. About a 100-yard shot, if that. Just settled that burst full field crosshair right on his shoulder, and he went down right in its tracks. It is early. It's 6:40. We haven't even done an interview yet because it was so dark in the blind. We were waiting till we had a little more light. And I look out and I see the body of this deer step out and head down feeding. We kind of hustled around. I got the burst up real quick on him. Sure enough, short G2 buck. This is the buck that we came in here to hunt. And man, has he been traveling the past 24 hours or so. Yesterday morning, we kind of picked him up, knew he was kind of between does. You know, we're in the lockdown phase here. It's the peak of the rut, November 13th. Today is the 17th. So every day gets better and better. Remember, we're on that bell-shaped curve. The rut, November 13th is peak, highest percentage dose and receptive. And every day we get past that, it's kind of like the pre-rut. And it gets better and better. Because you find those bucks in between a doe, they got to travel more, they're on their feet. And that's what happened this morning. 2 nights ago, we picked this buck up on the Moultrie, and he was way to the south in a food plot we call Ridge Pond. Yesterday morning, he was on a ridge just to our south here at Hot Top. Worked scrape. Within, if I remember right, an hour or 40 minutes or so, he walked into this plot and cut through here. Now this plot is up on top of this ridge, and it's a great travel corridor. That's why we're hunting it this morning. It's not necessarily the food source we're hunting, but this ridge, bucks love to cross and travel this time of year. And in fact, we didn't have any footage of him. I was hunting yesterday morning just down the hill here, and I believe I saw this buck mid-morning creep through the timber. It made sense it was that buck because he was up on this ridge and would have gone down the hill. Last night he circled back around and was at High Top again at around 8 o'clock. So knew this buck was in between does. He was moving a lot, trying to find that receptive doe. You know, bucks use a lot of energy during the rut. He's lost a lot of weight. Having a food source right here next to quality cover right over our shoulder here, there's a huge, you know, nice bedding area that we've created and improved, felled all the cedars, have done a prescribed fire in there. And on this southeast wind, this buck is coming from the north. He was going to cut across this field, and he was cutting across that wind, and there's no doubt in my mind he was heading back into this bedding area, looking for a receptive doe near a bedding area. But because he lost so much energy here first thing in the morning, he's grabbing a bite to eat. He was head down in that green cover, packing in some calories as he's looking for his next date. So That's why we were here. That's the story of the G2 buck. In fact, what's really cool is during doe season, early antler season here in Missouri, which is early October, we filmed this buck at the far end of this plot. He was actually pushing some does. And then the next afternoon, we filmed him up on top of this ridge at another plot. Have a lot of history with this deer. I can't wait to get my hands on him. Let's go check out the G2 buck.
Growing Deer is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's. Also by Green Cover Food Plots, Winchester, PH Outdoors, Black Widow Bows,
Yes!
Poultry, Steel, Blink Outdoor Apparel, Morel Targets, Fourth Arrow, Soil Pro Outdoors, Scorpion Venom Archery, Case IH Tractors, Burris Optics, and Redneck Hunting Blinds.
Man, I love those tracking jobs. Check this boy out. Ooh, look at the bases on that guy. That's the short G2 buck right there. Man, what a deer. Big bases, short brows, but man, it's the short G2 buck. We call him that because he's got that short G2 on his right side. We got a little history with this deer. In fact, a couple of weeks ago when I was bow hunting with the widow, this buck came in, never offered me a shot, but I snort wheezed at him and it really ticked him off. You knew he got mad. He started raking, bowed up, just didn't connect with him, but it all paid out because tagged a nice buck with my widow a few minutes later. But this ridge and food plot have paid dividends over the years. We designed it next to a bedding area. It's a great elevator ridge, and bucks love to cross here during the rut. A couple years ago, buck we call slingshot, later in the firearm season, later in the rut, just like this morning, did exactly what this buck did. He came up off that north side, grabbing a bite to eat, harvested that buck. A couple years ago, Grant harvested another buck we called Shorty, crossing the point out here. Just never grabbed a bite to eat, but was just crossing. Tagged multiple deer out of a tree stand on the east side of this point. Bucks just love to run up and down this ridge, cross it. It's a proven hunting strategy. This hunt didn't happen by accident. It's the result of well-designed habitat, and it continues to pay off with venison and antlers. Day 3 here in Missouri, and an Ozark Mountain buck on the ground. Hey, I hope you're able to get outside this week and enjoy creation. Hopefully you get some hunting. Maybe you're tagged out and you're enjoying venison. But no matter what, slow down, listen to the Creator and the purpose He has for your life. Thanks for watching Growing Deer.